Comics, one of my favorite topics. And I love comics. But I'm seeing less and less children reading comics. Probably because as a society, we don't realize why comics are important. So I'll take you through the history of comic books. Most of us remember comic books which are US based comic books, Captain America, Superman, Batman. Now in US the comic books evolved in in 1919 and 1918, that late 1920s, because US was reeling under the impact of World War One. The second phase of comic book heroes came after the US was reeling under the World War II in the 1940s. And then the third phase came during the Cold War, when there was a looming threat of a global nuclear disaster. Now, if you see, in the 1918 we have Captain America, we have Batman, we have these superheroes who are saving the country. Then during the nuclear threat, we have the superheroes like Hulk. We have Spider-Man, who is bitten by a radioactive spider. Hulk is hit by gamma rays and he becomes a superhero. So in a way, comics, to come back to the topic why comics are important, comics are a way for the society to process information which an individual cannot. A looming nuclear threat. Anytime an atom bomb can drop on you, Russia is spying on me, US is spying on Russia, or a world war happening thousands of kilometers away, is very difficult for an individual person to process. Comics help them as a society to process the information. And hence, for example, in India. Now in India, the comics, the birth of comics happened in around late 1980s, 1970s and 1980s. When we were reeling under the impact of a war with Pakistan, we had an emergency, the economy was opening up, we had television, there was so much for a common man to process that the comics helped him. Chacha Chaudhary, जिसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं सीधा सरल हास्य. So the comics gave it. In 1980s we got our Indian comic book superheroes like Super Commando Dhruv, Doga, Nagraj. These were from different walks of life, but they gave the society a method to understand what is happening around them or to process what is happening around them. Now coming to the modern age. In the modern age, the graphic representation of comics, the video representation of comics has again given us a way to again understand, again work around, again process the information, whatever is going on around us. So today you have a Captain America who's black. You have a Captain Marvel, which is a lady from another planet. Then in the modern world, the Captain Marvel is also a girl named Kamla from Pakistan. So all this is happening around us, and hence in today's world also, comics for our kids are very, very, very relevant. So you can sit your child down and give him a lecture on responsibility, or you can hand him Spider-Man. So with great power comes great responsibility. Or you can give him a lecture on willpower, or you can hand him a Green Lantern, who is able to create things by sheer willpower. So it's us as a society to decide whether we want to sit our children down and lecture them on values of life, or we want to inculcate those values in them through comics.